Hi, we're back and we'd like to welcome Tom Johnson. Tom, could you tell us what committee you represent?
I'm on the golf committee. I'm just finishing my 11th year, consecutive year.
Thank you. Can you tell us what the charge of the golf committee is?
Well, the original charge in the charter was, as a matter of fact, I have it right here, it was to have full power and responsibility for the operation and maintenance of the golf committee. But that's apparently been changed. So now it's, we recommend governing policies to the selectmen. And we haven't really been briefed on that yet, so I'm not sure what the full extent of that is. It sounds like it's kind of a limitation. And I hope it doesn't interfere with our, helping. We're there to serve the people of the community, but also for the golfers. As you know, it's a business, and it's really run by the town, and so there's a complexity to it. I don't want to lecture to you, but I could tell you some stories.
Yeah, and I think what the language says is that you're an advisory committee to the Board of Selectmen.
Yes.
But really, you work with the Director of Golf, Roman Greer, and you work on day-to-day operations.
That's what we have done, and I don't know whether there's some change to that with the change to the charter. I hope there isn't, because we often make decisions that must be executed immediately rather than wait for a selectman meeting. And the second thing is that, several years ago, we rely on the annual membership, and it was 1,600 members in 1976 when the golf course opened. But several years ago, it went down to about 8.25. And so we did a demographic study, and we found that many of the former members were getting old and dying off, and new members were not replacing them. So there was a controversial decision one night at the golf committee to bring in Chatham, and the vote was 2-2, and the vote failed. But that night, the selectmen said, no, 5-0, we're going to treat them, and that actually began a good process, although many people disagreed with it.
This brought in more income.
It brought in more annual members,
Yep.
Right. And you see, the more annual members, it means that the more revenue we have. The more revenue we have, the less apt we are to go up with fees for both day people and for the annual members, because we're competing with about 8 golf courses around. And so then later, by ourselves, we said, well, Orleans doesn't have a golf course, and neither does Eastham. So we voted, and the selectmen approved, to bring in those folks at the same rate. So now we're over 1,000 members.
Nice.
And so, well, I think that the value of it is that everybody on the committee is a golfer, that we hear from the golfers more than the selectmen. We bring the rates to the selectmen, and it's a very courteous relationship. But the people who are golfers, and the annual golfers in particular, have the option of going to Brewster, or the option of going to Dennis. So they choose us, and it's very satisfying to be on a committee where you're trying to meet needs, and we think we are meeting them.
Great. Tom, could you tell us when you meet, where and when you meet, and what time you meet?
Yeah, we meet at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, one Tuesday a month, third Tuesday usually, and we meet over at the town hall.
Great. And do you have any vacancies on the golf committee now?
No, we have 2 new members this year, and we have no vacancies right now.
And your committee welcomes the public and public input?
Oh, sure.
You already mentioned that.
We have some good dialogue with folks that come in about particular issues. And the Roman Greer and Sean, they run the course, and they are very, very, very good listeners for the members. They feed information to us. All the decisions that we make lately in the last 4 or 5 years are data-based. We don't raise rates or anything without knowing exactly what the impact is going to have. And so it's a pleasure to work with these professionals at the town employees, Roman and Sean and all the people that they hire. It's a very good operation, by the way.
Wonderful.
It's like a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, golf is one of the self-sustaining departments in the town of Harwich. And
Yes.
I would say that I've been to your meetings, I've attended your meetings, very respectful meetings, and it would be good. Anyone interested in being on the golf committee, though there's no vacancies, should attend the meetings and meet the committee and get themselves involved.
Yeah, but I would say that hopefully the people who do apply play golf. They understand the complexities of the golf. And also, I want to add that the last 2 years, we have adopted a veterans group, Salute Military Golf Association, and we've had tournaments, and we've had some, like the Cape Cod 5 has been very supportive of this, and our members who are veterans and others play with folks who are disabled vets, and it's frankly, I get a chill talking about it because these people love coming here, and they're treated very courteously, and the food is donated by local folks, and it's really a lovely community thing to see happen.
I think also that there's been an increase in programs for youth.
You know, there's been a dramatic increase. Roman and Michael, one of the fellows that works there, have been very active and gotten awards. And we're also going to get connected with the First Tee because on the demographic study, one of the things it showed us was that unless we go to the very young and incorporate them into the golf ideology as a sport, and we're just going to go under.
Yeah.
We don't want the taxpayers to have to support. It should be self-supporting by itself.
It's great. Well, thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah,
Glad to
very
help.
nice. Good. Thank you for being here.